Hey, it's Paul with Swish, and welcome to 90 seconds of MLB Daily Fantasy for Wednesday, July 1st. First up, our recommended pitcher, Heston of the San Francisco Giants. Heston will be squaring off against the Miami Marlins, and he has a salary of $7,600 today. Now on the season, he has a 3.73 ERA, he's averaging 7.7 Ks per 9 and 10.9 FanDuel points per game. Over the last 2 weeks, the Marlins have been atrocious at the plate. They're hitting just .223, which is third worst in that span, and they're averaging 2.7 runs per game, which is also the third worst. They surely missed Giancarlo Stanton. The last 4 starts for Heston, 3 or fewer earned runs allowed and 6 strikeouts per game. He's a bit up and down this season, but ever since his no-hitter, he's been great. So look for Heston to be a high-value guy at pitcher. Next up, a recommended batter, Snider, outfielder of the Baltimore Orioles. Snider's opposing pitcher will be Nick Martinez of the Texas Rangers. He has a salary of $2,800. Over the last 2 weeks, he's been great. He's hitting .333 and is averaging 3.7 FanDuel points per game. That average is actually the most among players with a sub $3,000 salary over the last 2 weeks, so he's a high-value guy. In Martinez's last 5 starts, he's been getting lit up. He has a 6.35 ERA, and Baltimore as a team over the last 2 weeks is hitting .287 and averaging 6.1 runs per game. They are humming on all cylinders. Martinez is a mess. Look for Snider to be a part of the Orioles' success today. And lastly, we recommend a stack of the New York Yankees against the Los Angeles Angels and pitcher Matt Shoemaker. The run total for this game opened at a relatively high 8, and it makes sense because over the last 2 weeks, the Yankees have been crushing the ball. They're hitting .295, which is second best over that span. They're slugging .491, also second best over that span, and they're averaging 5.4 runs per game, 5th best over that time span. Now the pitcher they're going against, Shoemaker, he hasn't been great. He has a 5.03 ERA, and he's allowing 1.7 home runs per 9, and these Yankees can hit. Starting with Brett Gardner, outfielder, he has a salary of $4,600 today. He's been one of the best fantasy players in all of baseball. He's been averaging 5.5 FanDuel points per game over the last 2 weeks and slugging .842. Then there's Alex Rodriguez, he has a salary of $3,900. He's hitting .381 and is averaging 4.3 FanDuel points per game. And then Chris Young, he's been a revelation so far. He has a salary of $3,100. He's hitting .369 with 3.5 FanDuel points per game. And we'll throw in one more. Why not? Carlos Beltran, big-time value guy. He has a salary of $2,900 today, but he's slugging .652 and is averaging 3.3 FanDuel points per game. All of these stats over the last 2 weeks.